I have one tip that is going to help you get more eyeballs to your website while also building massive credibility. And that's going to be creating and managing your Google My Business profile, or your Google Business Profile as they now call it. So today I'm going to kind of go over the process of how to set this up, why you should even have one to begin with, as well as showing you one more additional system that I have that's going to help you get even more eyeballs to your site and hopefully get you even more business. If that sounds like something you want, then this video was made for you. Now, why use Google My Business or Google Business Profile? What it's going to do is it's going to help local leads looking for your service find you. Let me show you an example just real quick. Let's say you're located in Jacksonville, Florida, and you're looking for a doggy daycare to take your dog to while you go on vacation, right? Scroll down here. You can see that immediately at the top of these search results, you have all of the business profiles here. Now, these are the sponsored ones, so we'll go down that, and the Google My Business will allow you to do, sponsored ads and things of that nature. So we can hold off on that. That's not what I'm going to get into for the video today. Today I'm going to focus more on the free aspect of Google Business Profile and how it actually does help significantly. But if we scroll down here to businesses, you can see all of the different businesses that have these Google Business Profiles. Kind of where I'm sitting right now, we also have this map so that way people can look at the location that is closest to them relatively. And this pops up way before any of these other hyperlinks down below do. So this gives people the chance to see your business before they get lost in the series of links below the website or below the page. So we've got Dogtown, Happy Hound Dog Resorts, Central Bark Jacksonville, Canine Social. Again, it is allowing people to see what businesses are close to them first and foremost. The second reason why you need a Google My Business profile is it shares valuable information for the customer within a glance. So if we go back to the doggy daycare area, you can see Dogtown. You can see that they are a pet boarding business. Of course, that's kind of what we're looking for. They have 10 plus years of business. You can see their hours. You can see a little description of their systems here. If you actually click on it, you can even get more details popping up over here. Images, their address, popular times, reviews. We'll get into those later. Updates, things of that nature, right? Their website, which you can visit. So it's really good at allowing the customer to get as much information as they need very, very quickly, which when people look you up, they do want that information quickly. They don't want to be put down a rabbit hole of sales content. They want to learn something. They want to know something. They want to walk away understanding your business, what you are, what you do. And this is a great opportunity for them to do that. Same thing with Happy Hound Dog Resort. They have 7 years in business. They have really good reviews. You can see their website, their services, their address. All of this information is very useful for the site visitor or the how would you phrase that? The Google searcher? We're going to roll with that. The Google searcher, right? So this is how they find your business. It gives them a ton of information. We'll get back into that here in just a bit. And it builds massive credibility with Google reviews. And I think this is the one that we all relate to the most. If I'm looking for a service in my local area, the first thing I'm doing is checking out the reviews of these locations. And here you can see all of these reviews off to the left, right? Dogtown has 4.7 stars, 674 reviews. That is really solid, right? Happy Hounds Dog Resort, they have a similar thing, 4.8 stars out of 424 reviews. And if you notice a little bit of a trend here, it seems that The more Google reviews and the higher quality Google reviews you have, the higher you get ranked up on this list. We're going to talk about that later, but for now, just kind of keep that in the back of your mind. Now, how do you create a Google My Business or a Google Business profile? Well, you're going to go to Google Business. You can go google.com/business/ right? Now, for me, it pops up here as manage now. That is because I do have some properties already. For you, it might be something different. I'm going to go ahead and hop in though and show you how to create a new one from scratch. Okay, so then you should be taken to a screen like this where it says start building your business profile. So we would put in a name. I'm just going to go with Pampered Pups. As you can see, I've already kind of done this. Business category, pet groomer in this case, right? Now, do you want to add a location for customers, or do you want to add a location customers can visit, like a store or office? This depends on your business model. Obviously, if you're an auto repair shop or a barber shop or some kind of location-based service, then yes, you would want to click on this. But if you're doing things from home, remote work, like even I do website development, you don't necessarily need to do this. Where do you serve your customers? This is really helpful as well because it allows you to kind of show the locations in which you want to provide. So you want to type in as many locations as you can. So we're going to go Jacksonville, Florida for now. But of course you would want to do all of the surrounding counties and cities of Jacksonville as well, if that's your location. And same thing wherever you are. Contact information, right? So you would put in a phone number of sorts. I'm just going to go ahead and put one in and see how it goes for me. And website, you would obviously link to your website here. Now, here's an important step, the verification process. Now, your business will not show unless it gets verified. So please enter your mailing address to verify. I'm going to verify later, but of course, you would actually need to do this for your business. And it is important that you get it verified. Add your services. It's already kind of auto-populated. You could add some new services as well. I'm going to skip this for now. Here you would set up your business hours at this point. So once you turn them on, it gives you the ability to open and close at different times. Very helpful for you. I'm going to skip that for now. Add a business description. This is going to allow people to learn more about your business. You also kind of want this description to have some keywords in it so that way it pops up whenever people are searching for your services. We're going to skip that for now. Add photos of your business. This is going to help people who are looking for image results on search find your business as well. Be very good for you to put in some good photos of your business here, especially the ones that are on your website. I'm going to skip that for now. Claim your $500 in advertising credit. So you can start advertising with Google Ads. This is when, going back to the main page here, when you pay for ads on Google, you will automatically start popping up near the top of your search queries with the little sponsored icon there. And it does help people find your location. Google Ads could be a very good way to make sure that you have traffic coming to your website. I wouldn't recommend it as the long-term solution, but definitely if you're running a promotion of some type, it would be a good idea. For now, though, we will skip it. Now, of course, they're going to want to hook you up with all of the Google tools. We use a lot of these at Pursuit Digital for our clients. I would recommend utilizing this workflow because it keeps everything very smooth. Of course, if you're interested in getting help with getting email templates set up and getting these systems optimized for your business, feel free to reach out to me at the link below and we'll talk about actually getting you hooked up and your business hooked up so that way you guys look extremely professional. We'll skip this for now. Your edits will be visible once you become verified. So again, this is an extremely important point. You have to be verified in order for your business to be seen. Now, once your business is completed, you're going to get the manager here. This is where you're going to be able to make all of the changes. So you can edit your profile by clicking this. This is where you can edit a lot of the information that you just put in. Photos for upload. You can read your reviews. Obviously, you don't have any reviews yet. Photos, we mentioned that earlier. There's also the option to add a logo and a cover photo for your business profile. You have performance, advertised, products, services, bookings, Q&A, add updates. I would use this regularly, like as much as you can, maybe once a week, to add a post or an update or an offer or an event, something along those lines on this business profile. It just builds more authority to your profile. Again, customers aren't going to see this business until you get verified, so make sure that happens. And again, that's kind of the basics of getting your Google My Business set up. Now, for maintenance wise, I would recommend keeping your profile updated with your current hours, your current services, your current time availabilities, things of that nature, right? I would also utilize that update feature again because it does build more authority to your profile while also communicating more information to your customers. Just do it whenever you can. You can also have this Q&A active, which is going to allow customers to get the answers to questions that are very common in your business. Of course, you as the business owner would know what most of those questions are. Bookings. This is super easy as well, so that way people can set up times and stuff with you. And of course, if you have your entire Google workflow put together, your entire workspace, that booking would automatically hook up into your Google Calendar as well. And then you can also have that hooked up with a Google Meet if you plan on meeting remote. Now, the number one way that you get more people to see your business profile, where you get it to the top of that list, is by having quality Google reviews. Now, this is obviously easier said than done. As we know, most people who leave reviews tend to be there to leave bad reviews. And most business owners are often very shy in asking for a Google review. So I want to go over some very simple tips that are going to help you get more reviews on your website or on your Google My Business profile to drive more traffic to your website. Now, number one, and this is the most important tip, is you just have to ask. Most people do not ask for a Google review. And don't get me wrong, there's a proper way to do this and an improper way to do this. However, if you're not asking at all, that is the improper way. You have to at least ask for the Google review because honestly, 50% of the time, they'll just give it to you anyway. But if you never ask, they're not going to think about it. Now, the best time to ask for a Google review would be at the height of your service, at the most dopamine intense part of your service for the customer. For example, if you run a hair salon, you might encourage your barbers to ask for a Google review after the haircut is done and they can clearly see a huge smile and a huge enthusiasm on the face of the person at the shop. If you're an auto repair shop and you just fixed somebody's car, the best time to ask for that Google review would be as you're handing them the keys to the car. Now, in my realm of business for website development, I always ask for the review once the site goes live, because that is the most dopamine intense part for our clients. So I ask them for a Google review. And now I simply say, you were awesome to work with. We want to get more awesome people like you. Can you take this link to our Google reviews and just explain to people what it was like working with us? Super simple, super casual, super friendly. And that goes into the second step of Google reviews. And that is going to be make it as easy as possible. You either want to create a short link that someone can easily click on and immediately takes them to their Google review, or you can have a QR code set up in your shop or location or on your business cards that make it really easy for people to scan as well. When I used to work in solar sales, I knew a guy who, whenever he would sell the solar systems to people's home, he would carry a QR code on his lanyard. And that lanyard QR code would take you to the Google review for the company. And he would just ask them to leave a review, mention his name in it. And our company had a system where they encouraged the employees to get Google reviews with like $25 gift cards, right? And so, of course, he wanted to do this because one, it made him look good to the company, but two, he also got free money out of it. And the third thing that it did for him is it got him more business because he could sit there and say, look at all the people who have worked with me while he's scrolling through the Google reviews with his name on it. So it was extremely effective for him. Now, that's kind of a bonus idea that I just gave you there, where you can actually incentivize your employees to get Google reviews. Now, keep in mind, you are not allowed, it's against the policy of Google reviews to incentivize your customers to leave a Google review. You're not allowed to give them a free service. You're not allowed to give them a gift card for a review. However, you can incentivize your employees to get reviews for you. So I've worked at plenty of different places where you get gift cards if you get a Google review for the company, a positive one, right? So 100% install that into your business model. I would recommend that for sure. Now, the last tip for these Google reviews is you want to reply to them. You want to seem active with them because either if you have a positive one or a negative one, your reply, one, it creates more engagement on that review. The person who left the review feels heard, feels seen. And if it's a negative review, you have the opportunity to maybe remedy that situation. Say something along the lines of, hey, I'm sorry to hear about that. Contact me at this email below, and I'll get in touch with you about how we can remedy this situation, right? And so what everybody else sees who's visiting your profile is that you actually care about the customers who are not satisfied with your business and you found a way to help them. And then whenever you do remedy the situation, I would recommend you have them go back into the comments of that particular review and write that things worked out for you in the end, right? Now, again, if you want to drive more traffic to your website, you want to get more people on your site, you need to set up a Google My Business profile. So that way, customers in your local area looking for your service can easily find you. And then you want to maintain it by creating those updates and getting solid Google reviews. So that way, you rank higher and higher and higher on that list. Now, if this is something that you need help with, feel free to reach out to me at the link below. I hope you found this video helpful today. Now, if you found anything in this video useful at all, if you're going to take anything away with you, please do me a favor and leave a like below. It really helps me out as I'm trying to grow this channel and provide more value for you on website design and SEO, search engine optimization. And if you're looking for more useful, helpful content like this, feel free to subscribe as well and hit that bell notification so that way you are notified anytime I upload a new video. Anyways, thank you all so much. Have a fantastic day. Goodbye.